Hello there and welcome to Vermin Hunters TV with me, Si Pitway. Today on the show I brought in my Sandwell Field Sports Stage 2 tuned HW97KT 22 caliber, which is in this bag here, and this has become my favourite rifle of all the rifles I've got. Pellets I'll be using with it are the preferred H&M Field Target Trophy in 22 caliber, and these are 5.53mm diameter pellets, and they fit the barrel of this rifle really snug and they're very accurate at range, as hopefully you'll see a little later on. I'll be shooting off my shooting cushion here, which is filled with polystyrene balls, and that'll be rested on top of a stool, and then my hand will be rested on top of this with the rifle on my palm, and it's nice and comfy shooting from the seat position, which is my preferred position when I'm not shooting from a bipod in the prone position. First thing I'm going to do though is go into work and get into uniform, because I am working today and I'm instructing, so I'll be shooting in between the lessons I'm instructing. And I'm going to go into the indoor range and check zero first at 25 metres to make sure the rifle is bang on zero. I'll shoot a group there, and then in between my lessons I'm going to come outside and I'm going to shoot a group at 50 metres. Now the reason I'm doing this is because about 4 or 5 days ago I made a comment on the channel saying that I've actually shot a 5-shot group with this rifle outside at 50 metres and it was sub 1 inch. And after I made that comment, a gentleman, which I'm not going to name, sent me a private message saying, Si, I think you're telling porkies. I don't think that a rifle, especially a spring pistol rifle in 22 caliber, would be capable of shooting a sub 1 inch group. Well, when I said I shot a sub 1 inch group, it was well sub, so it was near on half an inch with 5 shots. So hopefully I'm going to come outside today and I'm going to prove it on camera, and I'm going to attempt a 5-shot sub inch group for you. And if time prevails, I'm then going to put a few targets up and hopefully shoot a few targets between 50 and 55 metres, so between 55 and 61 yards. So a fair old range for any rifle, PCP, be it 177 or 22. But I'm going to try it with this spring piston rifle, and I'm sure, in fact I'm pretty confident that this rifle is going to be able to produce this sub 1 inch group quite easily and hit some targets at this range. So without further ado, let's get straight to the action. Right, before I go outside and shoot a long range group for you, and also some targets on camera, I just want to test and make sure I'm on zero still. See, 25 metres, which is my preferred zero range with this 22 caliber rifle. And what I intend to do is shoot 5 shots, keeping the same point of aim, which is the blue small dot on the card. And then, if need be at the end, adjust the mean point of the group to get a real fine zero. That's 4. Quite a decent group this. And that's 5 shots, and that is quite a tight group. It's not the best I've had with this rifle, but it's still a good one. We'll zoom out and then go and have a look at it and see if we need to adjust. Well, here's the group then, and you can see a drawing pin just covers all 5 shots, which is pretty impressive. And if I move the drawing pin and put a 5p piece over, that absolutely buries it. And I'll just move the 5p piece to the side of the group, and you can see that's probably half the diameter of the 5p piece. Just for our overseas viewers, just to show you how small a 5p is, because I do a lot of my testing and use 5pences. If I just put the drawing pin on top, you can see the 5p piece is only a slight bit larger than the drawing pin, and the drawing pin is actually, if I lay my hands down, way smaller than my thumbnail, as you can see. So 5 shots there in that group, way smaller than my thumbnail. It's pretty impressive, and this is the sort of results I'm expecting from this rifle now, to be honest, with the work Tony Wall's done on it. Right, what I'm going to attempt to do now is something I've done on camera before with my HW100, but never with my Tony Wall tuned HW97, and it's to shoot that knife blade which is facing me in the wood and split a pellet. Like that, first shot. Now that sort of accuracy you'd expect from a precision PCP, and this is coming from a tuned rifle. Words and results speak for themselves. Here's me back at the target end, freehanding the camera, and there's the results. Right, I was watching a clip this morning done by a friend of mine called Elliot on the Hunting Life forum, and he was demonstrating the lack of recoil on his HW97 after a tune by Dave Hall, and he was basically putting a .22 caliber pellet on top of the turret and firing a shot down the range, and the pellet was staying on top. And I think that basically shows the good work that Dave had done. So I'm going to try replicating that same test with my Tony Wall Stage 2 tuned. So, cock the rifle, place a .22 caliber pellet on it, make sure it's in the shoulder and it's safely pointed down the range, and fire. You can see the pellet just moves a slight bit, probably half a millimetre maximum, and stays there. And I think it's this type of tuning and the lack of recoil what makes gaining accuracy with these rifles so easy. I'll try that once more, just to show you what's fluke. In fact, stick it back on there, take the safety off, make sure it's safely down the range. You can see the pellet just moves a slight bit, where a normal rifle, what's not tuned, I'm sure would fly off. So, yet again, another credit to both Tony Wall for the work he's done on this, and to Dave Hall for the work he's done on Elliot's HW97. Right, today's more of a calm day today. There is a breeze, but in comparison to the last few days, it's quite calm. So I put a target up there, look. You can see it's at 50 metres. Say, cardboard box, and you can see I put a pink dot in the middle, which is going to be my point of aim, and I'm just going to try a 5-shot group with the Tony Wall Stage 2 tuned HW97KT, see how it performs with the H&N field target pellets. Set my parallax so it's nice and clear. See, it's just very slightly being taken off to the right by the breeze, but not that much. That's 2 of the 3 actually touching. I think that's 3 touching, almost going through that 1 hole group. There, that's 5 shots, and looking through the scope, that's well, 4 of them are well under 1 inch. I'm going to put 1 more in, because one of the shots to the right, to the left, sorry, I think was caught by the wind. There. I believe that's 5 shots now, almost touching each other at 50 metres. So, around about 55 yards. What I'll do is we'll zoom out and we're going to have a look at it. Right, I'm up at the target end now, and as you witnessed, I actually fired 6 shots in the end. And the reason I fired 6 shots is because this shot here, which is on line with the point of aim, is perfect, and the other shots in the group fell mainly with the breeze. So I'll just zoom in a little bit now. So discounting that one, because we shot 5 shots, there's 5 shots there and only 3 holes. Here's a 5p piece, a UK one, and if I put that over the 5 shots, all 5 shots have been covered by a 5p piece, and this is from a spring piston rifle at 50 metres, 55 yards. You can see now why on the calmer days like today we can actually take, both me and Davey, longer shots with these rifles, because they're absolutely phenomenal. And the work what Tony's done just proves it here, because that 5 shots leaving 3 holes is better than most PCPs will do at this range. That's absolutely phenomenal. Right, I've set 4 targets up now, and if I put the laser on, you can still see the walls at 50 metres, and when I zoom in you'll see the targets are actually resting against the wall, and the 2 milk lids and 2, I think, the pop bottle lids. So, see how many shots it takes me to hit them and knock them down, bearing in mind there is a slight bit of breeze, and I'm having to give around about 1/4 to 1/2 mil dot of left hand side at the moment. I went for the small blue one first, and that was a real clean hit. Go for the next one from the left, which is the green carton lid. That's another clean hit. So 2 out of 2 so far, not bad in a wind. That's 3 out of 3. Another clean hit. And now another tester, small red one. I think that just skimmed it. Very, very close, that's why it just tippled over. So that's not bad really. 4 shots, 3 definite hits and 1 skimming. What I will try is 1 more shot, and I'm going to try and hit the one I've just skimmed, what's now laid flat, which is going to be a real hard shot at this range. 55 yards in a breeze. There we go. So that's 5 shots, 5 hits, and the 5th one hitting a bottle top laid flat. So probably, I don't know, maximum of a maybe 10-11 mil area to shoot. You can't really ask much more than that. And a PCP at this range, doing what I've just done with this spring rifle, would be pleasing results. Right, I've moved back now, and I'll just put the laser onto the camera, laser wall. You can see I'm at 56 metres, so around about 61, 62 yards. And if I zoom in, you'll see this time I've put 3 targets up, but they're all the small bottle tops. And what we're going to do is simulate a static hunting situation where I'm at extreme range. I try not to be, but for this demonstration I am, and I'm going to be shooting over a warren, and we're looking at shooting 3 rabbits in the brain on the kill zone. So for this scenario I've got to give them 4.5 mil dots of holdover on ×10 and aim off for the wind accordingly. I'm going to go from the left target to the right, see how many shots it takes me. That's the first rabbit what popped out, cleanly hit, and you could actually hear the plastic being impacted. It's the second rabbit, hit. Not as cleanly as the first one, but he was definitely hit. Let's wait for the wind to stop a little bit. And there's the third rabbit. The 3 rabbits shot at 61, 62 yards with a spring piston rifle. Well, that's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you've now saw, the Tony Wall Stage 2 tuned HW97KT spring piston rifle is well capable of shooting a sub 1 inch group at 50 metres. In fact, it managed 5 shots under a 5p piece, which is pretty staggering for any top-end PCP, never mind a spring piston rifle. And it just goes to show yet again what fantastic work Tony Wall does as a spring piston rifle tuner up at Sandwell Field Sports in West Bromwich. So if you're looking for one, you've now seen the results, and it's proven that what people thought was impossible, shooting 5 shots at that range under a 5p piece, is possible. So thanks for watching, and look out for further productions of Vermin Hunters TV. So from me and David Thomas, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.